Talk to me, baby, I've been waiting for a lifetime.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, welcome. I'm Brooke and I make lifestyle videos. So in today's video, I am going to share with you guys my favorite Snickerdoodle recipe. So Snickerdoodles are my favorite cookie overall, and this is my favorite recipe. I've been making it for over 15 years, and I am yet to have anyone not absolutely love it. So I'm really excited to share the recipe with you guys. If you haven't already, don't forget, subscribe below, give this video a big thumbs up, and let's get into it. So I just preheated the oven at 350, and we're gonna go over the list of ingredients you're going to need. So you're going to need 1 cup of butter, 1.5 cups of sugar, 2 eggs, 1 teaspoon of vanilla, 1 teaspoon of cream of tartar, half a teaspoon of salt, 2 2/3 cups of flour, and then that's all you're going to need for the cookies. And then for the cinnamon sugar, 2 tablespoons of sugar, 2 tablespoons of cinnamon. So that's what you're going to need to make it. And then of course, I'm going to put the recipe below in the description. So if you want to reference it in written form, that's where you can find it. First thing I'm going to do is melt 2 sticks of butter. So I'm going to melt them in this little glass thing in the microwave. Just gonna pour it in our mixing bowl, make sure we got everything. And then we're gonna add 1.5 cups of sugar and a half. All right, and now we're going to mix. We're going to add a teaspoon of this Mexican vanilla and the 2 eggs. Now we're gonna add half a teaspoon of salt and 1 teaspoon of cream of tartar. Now we're gonna add 2 2/3 cups of flour. Our cookie dough is done, and now it's time to make the cinnamon sugar mixture. So our 2 tablespoons of sugar, and then for cinnamon, 2 tablespoons. I'm just gonna mix this up. All right, so here's my cinnamon sugar. I had to add a bit more sugar because extra cinnamon fell out while I was measuring. But now we are ready to rock and roll with cookie preparation. Okay, so the way that I like to do it, ultimately you have to scoop the cookie dough and then you're going to roll it in the cinnamon sugar so that I don't have to go back and forth and keep washing my hands. I like to pre-scoop all of the cookies and then roll them all in cinnamon. So that's what I'm going to do. So I have this cookie scoop I just got on Amazon. It's the brand Cuisinart, and then these mats are from Costco. This one is an Amazon Basics one. And then these baking sheets are stone baking sheets from Pampered Chef. All right, so I'm just going to scoop out all the cookie dough. So I just finished scooping all of them, and then I had a few extras, so I pulled out another mat. I used to have 4 of these baking trays, but I accidentally cracked one in the oven. If you saw one of my videos last year while I was making bread, so we just have them right there. And now we are going to roll them in cinnamon sugar. So this is the messy part. I highly recommend wash your hands again and remove all your rings. Okay, so we're just gonna roll the dough into a circle, and then we're gonna roll it completely in the cinnamon sugar. Some people only sprinkle it on top. I promise you, you wanna roll it and cover the whole thing. Once I finish 1 tray, I'm probably gonna pop it in the oven and allow it to start baking while I continue with the other ones, just to make the whole process go a little quicker. So I'm just gonna finish these trays and we'll do a little montage. I just finished tray number 1. So I'm gonna stick this in the oven, set a timer for 11 minutes, and then I'm gonna check on them. And then we will continue with the other ones. Alright, so I have now rolled all of them in cinnamon sugar, and the alarm just went off to check on the other cookies. Okay, so the Snickerdoodles are looking pretty good. This is about the size they're gonna end up, but I'm gonna put them back in for another minute because the cookies themselves had not started to crack just yet. So the tops should start to crack a little bit. Might take a little longer than 11 minutes. Sometimes they take up to like 13. So we're just gonna give it a little more time. First batch of cookies are out. So you can kind of see some like subtle cracks right there, a little right here. Usually they're a bit more substantial. You can see some more right there and kind of here. And that's how you know they're done, when you start seeing those little cracks. I think because I left the oven open while I was talking to you guys, a lot of the heat escaped, so it prevented more visual cracks. I just put another batch in here. So hopefully I'll be able to show you guys on this one. I'm only gonna show you through the oven, so hopefully it will get those cracks so I can show you what I'm talking about. Time to unload onto the cooling rack. All right, next batch is out, and you can definitely see more prominent cracking on them, and that is perfect. So it doesn't have to be on all of them. As long as you start seeing that, then you're good to go. So both of these batches cooked for 12 minutes. And once I take them out, I usually leave them on the hot tray for about 5 to 8 minutes. And then when I transfer them to the cooling rack, I usually leave them for between 15 and 20 minutes before transferring to any tray. These cookies are really soft and moist, which is fantastic, but because of that, it does require a little lengthy of a time to fully set before you would want to stack them, because if you try to stack them before that, they're so moist that they're gonna start sticking together, and you don't want that. So just let them cool for a little longer, and then you're good to go. Next batch is in the oven. All the cookies are finally done and finished cooling, and we are going to do a taste test. All right, let's give these cookies a taste. Didn't break exactly in half, but these are so good. And they're so thick and cakey and just delicious. I honestly don't even like cookies that much, but these I could easily eat multiple in one sitting. The best. Thank you guys again so much for watching this video. I hope that you have enjoyed it and that you guys try to make these Snickerdoodles yourself. Don't forget, I will have the recipe in the description below. If you haven't already, don't forget, subscribe below, give this video a big thumbs up, and I will see you in my next one. Thanks, guys.
Talk to me, baby, I've been waiting.